An abomination. Forget Unshine Shoes. Vertical video is the true indicator that we're facing the imminent collapse of civilization. But wait, you say, Ray, you've been making YouTube shorts. And it's true. I have recently given in to the urge. Well, to YouTube's encouragement anyway. They keep sending me emails. Grow your channel. Don't miss out. And okay, I admit, as a creator, shorts are kind of like a dose of speed. I only speak figuratively, of course. In that they return a very short spike of views, likes, comments, endorphins, until I prepare the next hit. I'm guessing the effect is similar for viewers. We all crave more. And I suppose that's the point. They're the crack cocaine of videos. But let me explain why this act of seeming hypocrisy doesn't necessarily represent a general endorsement of something that I guess has become the norm. Hi, Ray here with my take on the strange phenomenon of vertical video. We've all seen them on the nightly news, right? With those strange defocused columns that fill in the blanks on either side of the 16:9 ratio screen, where someone is waving the phone camera back and forth trying to follow the action. Maybe it's a road rage altercation or some police incident as they're called these days. And you're screaming impotently at the TV screen, rotate the friggin' phone! While the phone-wielding citizen reporter misses half the action. They swing over to the victim of a crime, missing the perp's getaway. Like, you can record the whole scene without waving the camera around like a fly swatter if you just rotate the friggin' phone. Well, I do that anyway. I mean, scream at the TV. Which I guess is pretty much as weird as recording video vertically. The phone manufacturers could fix this scourge that they've unleashed on the world by simply making it so the phone camera, no matter which way it's held, records video in the way that it's supposed to be recorded. Actually, is there a phone that has this option? I don't know. I don't think my iPhone does. But no, rather than Apple, Samsung, whoever, fixing this oversight, we have TikTok and Shorts and Reels and Citizens News reports that cause whiplash, all in glorious 9:16 ratio. Yeah, I can hear you. Ray, you old codger, get with the program. It's the 21st century. Democracy is working. Everyone gets to participate in our brave new world. And sure, I've thought about it like that. It's like language. Language evolves. Rap music is born. Formality inhibits evolution. Our view of the world changes. So why not the frame that captures it? You might say, Ray, but if verticals are good enough for stills, portrait mode for a portrait, right? Why not then for video? Okay, I can see where vertical orientation might work for a talking head video like this. But here's another thought. What if vertical video platforms go away? We can only hope. And all you have is your vertically recorded footage. So my advice for people who want to take advantage of this trend and the exposure from dedicated platforms, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, is still to record your footage the right way, preferably in a minimum of 4K, and then crop it in post accordingly for vertical use. Then you still have your full-size images that work for other uses, long form or whatever. After all, the ratio of moving pictures has changed over its history, I know. The first film I made 50 years ago was shot in the original 8mm format, 4:3, and that was the standard for years. Our TV screens were square. Cinema ratios have changed. 1:8:1 is commonly seen in theaters, just a bit wider than 16:9 that you generally see here and on your widescreen TV, where you'd see slight black bars top and bottom when viewing a film in VistaVision. Letterboxing, of course, increases with wider ratios viewed on 16:9. There's the even wider anamorphic 2391, CinemaScope 2351 to 2661, humongous 70mm 2761 that came to prominence with films like Ben-Hur, and more recently adopted by filmmakers like Quentin Tarantino. And let's not forget Polyvision with a super wide ratio of 4:1 used by French director Abel Gance in 1927 for his masterpiece Napoleon, which I had the very good fortune of seeing with my dad about 40 years ago. This must have been Kevin Brownlow's restoration, presented by Francis Ford Coppola. Though the memory's fading like old black and white film, the 4+ hour experience left a big impression, not the least because of the visual triptych, in fact, a multitude of synchronized imagery, all accompanied by a live symphony orchestra. It's almost as if Gance anticipated the vertical craze and gave it the middle finger, which I guess is somewhere around 9:16. Speaking of cinema screens, will there be any left as we all cocoon in front of our home cinemas? Quentin's put his bets on 70mm, but it's all very expensive to project, and along with the complex Dolby sound, will our widescreen TVs follow the vertical trend? I mean, I can turn my photo video editing monitors to portrait mode. Why not TVs to watch shorts? So when the idea for this video entered my head, probably in the shower as these things usually do, I must have just been subjected to some morning news item, or maybe Facebook popped up that Reels thing. It's mostly soft porn as far as I can tell. And no matter how many times I dismiss it, and no matter how many times Facebook promises, you won't see this in your feed again, it's there the next time that I log on, which really isn't too often these days. In photography, we accept that a normal view that approximates human vision is seen through the 50mm lens on a 35mm or full frame camera, which incidentally usually has an aspect ratio of 3:2. Some of us claim to see wider, say 35mm or even 28. Recent tests before my ocular lens replacements reveal that I do have excellent peripheral vision. My house has a great panoramic view, which can only be honored by stitching multiple images together in Lightroom or Photoshop. In the old days, I'd stick several prints together. Further back, before my time, there were clockwork circuit panoramic cameras that swiveled around the film to create views up to 360 degrees. Or the Widelux, Hasselblad X-Pan, Fujifilm G617. Phone panoramic technology can't hope to approximate the fantastic images made with cameras like those. Not yet. Strange to think that so early in the development of photography, inventors created cameras like that to expand the visual dimension of our world. Now to voluntarily constrict our vision, in moving pictures no less, to this strange vertical view. The popularity of anamorphic lenses amongst a new crop of amateur filmmakers tells me that the enjoyment of the panoramic view isn't in danger of disappearing. Companies like Sirui seem to be thriving along with the trend. And I should note that if Sirui wants me to try out their full-frame 1.6x Venus lenses in Nikon Z-mount, these lenses produce 2:8:1 ratio from 16:9. When de-squeezed, I realize that what today's platforms have done, and they're all just cashing in on the phenomenon, is just give people what they want. Because for whatever reason, the tendency of people to hold the phone vertically to shoot video and photos, it's not going to go away, is it? In spite of my angry photographer rant and David Lynch's lament. Recent polls I ran here seem to show that the majority of my audience watch on their phones. It's just how it is. But also that people, at least my audience, enjoy long-form video. So yeah, I know this trend is not really the end of the world, which will be recorded vertically, I guess. Well, the part that'll fit at least. So if you enjoyed this little rant, please do give it the old thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. And if you're new to the channel, please do consider subscribing. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss new content from me. In the meantime, take care of yourselves. Cheers. We'll see you later. I'm just fooling around.